Sint Maarten. Let's talk about those people. Look at this. It's a small island. Actually, they are half of the island, as you can see here. This is the Dutch part, and they have a French part. And for some reason, they only give me the Dutch part in the charts that I have. So we're gonna look just a bit on the other side. So let's see if there's a difference or not. So first of all, if you like this type of content, considering subscribing, check the other videos, leave a like, a comment, and also recommend to someone that might like it. So Sint Maarten, it's one of those small half islands. They have only 43,000 people in population, but as you can see here, they have a huge increase in population, but the growing rate kind of slows down. 1955, there are only around 2,000 people on this island with 6.08% increase rate. That would be roughly like 100 people, which is not that much. Migration was 86 and median age around 20 years old. One of those nonsense fertility rate of 5, and the urban population probably around 99-98%. You can see here it's just pretty much 100% there. But fast forward to 2025, population grew tremendously. Now they are around 43,000 people, as you can see, with a growing rate about 1.32%. That will be roughly 553 people, and migration 530. Median age around 42 years old, and fertility rate much more manageable now, 1.4, 1.5, and urban population pretty much 100%. In the future, they say the island is gonna still growing in population. By 2050, they're gonna be around 51,000 people with 0.16% increase in population. So you can see kind of the slows down with 79 people actually net increase in population, but migration is still very high, I would say, for a country, for a state, for half an island like this. 268 people, 43, 44 years old was the median age, and fertility rate kind of stays stable at 1.4, 1.5%, and urban population around 100%. Well, as you can see, it's a small island, half an island. We're going to talk about it. It's the Dutch, it's a Netherlands kingdom. They speak English and Dutch, which is pretty interesting. Whereas they have like 82% Christians, and the other 7.9% there is pretty much no religion. Some Hinduism, so again, Indians even this far away from the mainland. And GDP, look at this. GDP nominal, it's around, this is 2018 estimate, it's around 1.1 billion US dollars, so probably now it's much bigger than that. And PPP around 1.4 billion dollars. Per capita in PPP this time it's around 35,000 US dollars, so not exactly a bad one, but we're gonna see how that's gonna translate when you look exactly how those people actually live. As you can see, they have even nice lake. Judging from above, at least for this one, you can see the huge mega yachts here. So yeah, I don't think it's gonna be a cheap island, especially not for everyone. So let's go, like I say, in the Dutch part. We're gonna go here in the western part, far west. Clear, this is the border, they say, so I don't think they can have a border. It's just probably like a plaque or something. Yeah, as you can see, this is probably the Dutch part, and this is the French part right there. It's crosswalk probably just symbolize that. That's the French part right there. So yeah, not exactly a hard border. But let's look at how those people actually, because from above it looks like, at least from the first impression, it looks like extremely rich. Not even rich. We go for the extreme riches, like Monaco or something like that, very close to that. Yeah, okay, the beach is nice. They have some nice construction here. They have a decent amount of street views and 360, so you can actually see. Look at the plane, how low it is. We have some decent information to play with. Let's see the road. Yeah, I think we kind of checked that. It's pretty good. I don't think they have a problem in that department. Yeah, infrastructure so far pretty good. Those apartment buildings, again, not my type of the building, not my type of the house. But again, it's European, and the European seems to like those type of buildings. But yeah, I get it. It's a small island with a lot of yachts that you need to park. But still, apartment buildings, it's a no-no, especially that tall. Not for me. But the harbor is pretty nice. Kind of like it. Look at it. Those buildings, small one looks very nice. With this watchtower, whatever it is, looks again pretty good. It's nice so far, I have to say. It is nice. Again, probably is gonna be insanely expensive to even considering going on vacation here. having an apartment or whatever here. Judging again by those yachts in a harbor, I don't think it's gonna be cheap at all. But let's see what they can offer for pretty much unlimited money. Yeah, here it doesn't look exactly extremely well, but not so bad again. Yeah, with that view, just going, let's say, down from your house, that's a nice apartment. I will live here probably. See, not that tall, and the beach is pretty much, you can jump probably if you get drunk enough. You can jump from here to at least to the sand. Those doesn't look like a cactus or a very abrasive plant. So if you get drunk enough, you might actually hit the water. I don't know, and you have some skills, jumping skills. Hopefully you're gonna avoid this rock here. You can actually make it to the water. Yeah, it's kind of paradise. Even though the building, I kind of get the building doesn't look that great. It's so close to the ocean, it's not gonna wait. You're gonna have to maintain this probably every 6 months to actually keep it nice, in a nice shape. So actually looks pretty decent. Yeah, I don't think you can see, I have a front bridge property or apartment and get much closer to the beach than this one. I guess just it is what it is. Let's check some other buildings here. Yeah, looking pretty good. Inside a bit too wide, too sterile for me. Probably it's gonna be for renting. If it's not, it's just for someone's apartment or whatever. It's a nice, pretty apartment. We have like a small pool on your balcony. That could be a game changer for everyone. This is probably steel or at least cast iron, that's nice. Hopefully it's not plastic, but if it's cast iron, it looks very expensive, very nice. Those are fake bananas, by the way. I just got full of it. Yeah, let's check that beach. Yeah, like I say, if you get drunk enough, you actually kind of make it. It is a chance, a possibility that not from here, but from this level, you can actually, I think you can make it. I think you can make it. Let's see what else can we find here. We have another one. Yeah, I kind of like this type of establishment. That's a nice way to see. They take care of the cars. They just don't want to keep them in the sun. Some decent lighting here. Again, it's that beach right there. Yeah, it's nice. It's expensive but nice. Let's check this apartment. Those are huge ones. It's Christmas, by the way, so yeah, we can see that. Pretty good, pretty nice, clean, looking great. Yeah, good for them. It's a lot to see here, so I'm not gonna just stay in one place, but it kind of looks amazing here, so it kind of forced me to stay here. Yeah, here not so much. No idea what is going on there, but clearly some new constructions. There's a lot of 360 from inside the buildings for whatever reason. Yeah. This is a wall of honor, so clearly the best of the best, probably from the island. It's pretty nice. Have those contributions. See, advanced of the university. Okay, we are in a university here. It looks nice, clean, expensive also. Let's check this road again. Probably infrastructure doing pretty good. Not that many roads. Yeah, pretty not exactly well here in this one, but probably well on the golf course or whatever. Those apartment buildings, just stop building those. I don't care how much luxurious you make it inside. They're never gonna look great, never. So it's just the best thing you can do, just stop building them. That's the best one. Beach pretty nice. 2020 January. Okay, just before the pandemic hit. So yeah, just probably the last moments of freedom and enjoying the life. What else we have here? I click there, just send me here. Pretty good. That's a absolutely mega uber duper expensive yacht right there. Yeah, again, not for everybody. What should I take? Maybe just for 0.001% of the population that they have the capacity to buy one of those. Even they don't have it. What else can we find here? Those are some nice boats here. It's pretty good so far, and look how big it is, I would say. And this is just the Dutch. Look at the airport, how big it is. Okay, it's not exactly the high-tech airport. It just looks like a warehouse, and they transform it in an airport. I don't think they have AC here. Gate 1, gate 2. Okay, not very high-tech, I would say. Probably kind of modernize it from now. It did not look that very well put together, let's say. But the beach is nice. See, beach is nice. Have some, looks like a murder scene here. Not sure exactly what's happening, but this is exactly how they look in the news. Pretty good, pretty nice. This fence, yeah, probably from the airport, that's why they have it there. So yeah, not something to worry that much. But it's a nice beach here. Oof. I like those chairs. I like the sunset. I like the vibe. I like the boats on the far, yeah, in the sea. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Again, probably everything that's nice is gonna be tremendously expensive, which is kind of sad, but it is nice, I have to say. 360 not so much. It is nice. Wait a second. I think I know this airport when I play the flight simulator. Yeah, it's the airport. Yeah, that just arrived right here. See, it's the one that you're always gonna find some pictures that people are just gonna hang to the fences to just don't get shit whipped by the thrust of the airplane. Probably a lot of Dutch people there. They are probably the only one of the few that can afford the vacation here. Yeah, beach is nice, great. No airplane inside here, but we saw one, so I guess it's good if you can get another one. Yeah, looks like they kind of get down that fence. This is 2017. Oh, maybe. How old was that one when they make that picture? Let me check again. Maybe we can miss something. They say danger, danger, and they have the cars that's going there. Pretty strange. I don't find that 360 again, but I'm curious what year was that. This is from 2017 and seems like they don't have that fence there. So yeah, probably they change it. I'm not sure. They have a lot of 360, but not the one that I'm looking for. Let me check this one. The last time, if that's the one. This is 2025. Yeah, I think they removed that fence. Probably was around here and they remove it. See, that was a fun breaker. Everything about safety those days. You cannot have fun no more. It's just safety, safety, safety. That's why gonna ruin the life. That safety. But they don't care about your life. What else is here? Yeah, nice pool, decent chairs. Everything looks like a station here, like a resort station. It's just nice, well put together. Nice beaches, nice golfs. Here again, not so much actually. I don't know exactly what's happened with that trash there, but probably they got hit by a hurricane or something. Who knows? And they moved the stairs here. What is going on here? Doesn't look that great. Those houses, apartment, what it is, again, it's not gonna be cheap. We have someone here that taking a bath. It's pretty filthy here. I don't like it that much, but probably they got hit by something and then they're gonna fix that most likely very soon. Ooh, we have a renting house here, most likely. Let's see it. Yeah, that's expensive. I don't even see much, and just first shot, that's uber expensive. How much is gonna take? How much is gonna be to live in a place like this, or even to get a vacation here? It's just, yeah, nah. You cannot afford that. You might say, oh, somebody cracked the window here. Okay, they have probably they party very hard in here, or somebody just didn't see that it's actually a glass there and just bam, slam into it. But usually glass is cheap, so yeah, I'm not worried about that damage that much. Pretty interesting bathroom. This is the, oh, I can see that. I want to see the bedroom. No, that doesn't allow it. Yeah, and I want to see the bathroom. The bedroom. Okay, a lot of clothes here, a lot of stuff's going on. Okay, now on side. Yeah, that's nice. Boy, probably gonna take you like around like $10,000 to have a weekend here, at least, eh? Looking nice, but oof, way too expensive. Way too expensive. Let's see how the poor people live like. We see the rich one. Yeah, pretty good for the rich. And now that's the basement. That's probably where they're gonna find them. Some gates there. Okay, so maybe some prison. Who knows? A lot of cars. It's a small town, small islands, half an island, but so far in that part looking pretty well. Here, that's a nice expensive car. Since it's 2025. Yeah, road not so great in this part here, and this fence, no idea what happened to it. Yeah, things are going the poverty here very quick. I see how nice he was there, and now it's just, that's an interesting car. I'm not sure exactly which one is it, but yeah, it doesn't look that well here. There are like 50,000 people and they still cannot make it, provided for everyone, let's say. See, and you ask them in a country when they have like 50 million people, 10 million people, 100 million people, a billion people to provide for everyone. No, not even close, buddy. Not even close. If they give it in a paradise with 50,000 people cannot provide it, then it just, there's no hope for the rest of us in those bigger countries. But for some, they provide very nice. And just, look at this view. That's actually nice. And we can go on the beach with a drone. Yeah. Yeah, buddy. I really like it. Expensive. See? No problem. Have the money, have the life here. Kind of like the colors. Fridge a bit weird there, kind of the cheap side. And probably it's not gonna be a cheap room here to live, but the view, it is pretty good. Very tiny balcony with a big table, which is like, should have like 2 chairs and 1 table and it'll be fine. But the view is nice. And probably you pay for the view, as they say. The island looks pretty well. Not for everybody, but it looks pretty well. This is Dutch colony, or let's say Dutch management, better. Yeah, Dutch management. Hopefully that was French actually, so sorry for that. Let's go here. Let's see how they live here. So far, yeah, it's pretty good, but on the northern part of the island you can see where the poverty is. Probably this chair got borrowed, let's say, from the beach. They have running water, which is good. Somebody slamming this guy fence. I'm not sure exactly how you do that on the straight line, but somebody managed to do that. That's a nice church there. Sidewalk, yeah, it's pretty much muddy, let's say. Car's pretty good. 2025. This is very recently those street views made. So that was, I think, a Haval, which is kind of interesting car to see here. I think it's a Indian car, if I remember correctly. Yeah, a bit more impoverishment here, you can see, but at least they have closer to the nature and closer to the mountains, to the green. Not so close to the beach, but it's a small island. I mean, just how much it's gonna take to go here? Just pretty much nothing. Oh, we have some 360 here. This is extremely expensive. I can see it from above. Ooh, even from the inside looks pretty nice. Wow, really like it. A bit too beige for me. I mean, like a bit color would be nice, but still pretty good. Judging from above, every single house, I think they have a pool, and a house like this, probably like 5-10 million easy, right? Not sure exactly. I'm not a real estate agent anymore, but like those chairs, I have to buy one of those immediately. Looking pretty good, pretty good. I'm not sure it's a lamp, it's a surveillance camera, what is it? I'm not sure, but very well hide it, let's say. That's an interesting chair, like $1,000 please for that. Pretty good. Someone else. And now we go with the drone. Okay, we can see it from I think it's this house, right? Yeah, this house it is. You can see it. Yeah, pretty expensive. The road not so great condition, as you can see. Probably just needs some repairs. And this is 2020. Okay, maybe they changed it by now. I like the lights here, but yeah, it looks nice. It's just expensive, as always. It's not gonna be cheap. Nice places are not cheap. They need a lot of money to build and a little even more money to maintain. But this one, it could be cheap, as you can see here. Not that you can see the difference how some of those people actually live. There was someone there. I think it's abandoned, but I see that kid there, so probably it's actually someone living there. Which, that's fucked up, but it is what it is. Yeah, it's huge difference between probably the Gini coefficient here. It's not gonna be not even close to a good one. And usually in Netherlands they are the best ones, but here it doesn't look that way. Yeah, cars are pretty much almost brand new except a few of them. This is 2025, looking good. Road here, it's actually better than in that luxury house, but the housing, yeah, not even close to that. We have a rooster here, I think. Pretty interesting area, I would say. Some decent houses, but yeah, not like that, not like we saw. Now I'm curious what the interior finishes, how much expensive they can get, because we have that here in Europe, at least some areas in the west, that the outside of the house looks worse than the inside. It looks better than the inside, and in the east the outside looks worse than the inside, and all that stuff, and in the middle something in between. How much is gonna be to actually make the interior of the house that nice, as we can see in the rich areas? Here, yeah, it's pretty much in the poverty area, just not that great. Can see it, you can feel it. This one, it's expensive. I can see it from above. Well, some pretty big areas, I would say, they're doing pretty well. Not sure exactly if you want a pink gorilla, but it pointed at with the flashlight at that painting there, whatever it is. It's a pretty interesting store here. This vintage furniture, and I like that green color, nice lighting. Probably gonna be expensive to buy anything from there, but still, hey, they provide at least the services. We talk about money. Look at this one. That's uber expensive again, and we have those yachts here. Oh, damn. Yeah, probably like 5 or 6 those yachts are just gonna lift everyone else in the poverty from the poverty. But yeah, it's expensive. Let's go on the French side. Maybe it's better on the French side. You never know. The French might actually have it better. Yeah, I'm not sure exactly if I call this a road, but yeah, fine. This one is pretty decent. Again, brand new cars almost. Here again, not so well. On the French side, ooh, they have those in a hexagon, I think. Not the expensive one that we see in the Dutch side, but probably they kind of have another harbor in the area, so yeah, I'm not sure exactly if they're not that cheap, let's face it. It's still France here. Pretty nice beach. I'm not sure exactly this fence doing here. It looks absolutely horrible. Yeah, why they put that fence there? That's pretty fucked up. Oh, they have nice base here. You can go with the boat, and let's check this one. Probably from above. No, it's a nice canal here. That's gonna be on the Dutch side. An apartment like this, it could be acceptable, I would say. It could be acceptable in my book. Not too many of them, but it could be decent. Oh, they have a beach here. Keep in mind this is on the French side, so we are a bit off from the video, let's say. But I want to check this one, see how things are doing here, how they're doing here. It is better. Is it worse? I see some pools there, so yeah, not exactly that bad. Cars pretty good, roads pretty good, houses pretty good from above, but definitely is gonna be some poor areas, 100%. It's just the way it is. But it seems like they are more rich areas, so at least they have that. Even though it's not gonna be that accessible. They have the Brazilian flag, they have the French flag, the American flag, and I don't know this flag. Yeah, they probably again a very nice destination for Dutch people and French people. Look at those houses, just yeah. I'm curious, how much is gonna be to buy one of those houses or build it? Can be cheap. There's no way they can be cheap. Just reserve only to the rich, I guess. Yeah, pretty good area. A few more 360 would be nice, especially here in this golf area, looking pretty good. Some windy day, as I can see here. Yeah, nice place to spend a vacation. Not sure exactly if you want to live here, but as we can see here with population, they grew tremendously. So yeah, from 2000, I can imagine how was in 1955. Probably nothing was built here. Everything that we see here is just built from the last 50 years. But it looks pretty decent. Those one not so much. Probably they were on the before 1955. But some of them are pretty good. Look at this truck here. It's like it's ready to explode. Yeah, on the Dutch side, I think it's a bit better. Just a tiny better, not a huge one. Let's check those areas here. So you can actually check the entire island. You see, not exactly the video that I planned. I don't know exactly what happened with that roof, but that's happening most likely when you keep your car outside in the sun for 10-15 years. That's why I see people don't treat cars right. They should have a proper space to store a car, to park a car, to take care of the car. Otherwise we're gonna end up with things like that. This building's actually pretty nice if you get restored. It's old ones, 100%. And unfortunately they don't do that. They choose to build the new ones in the hills. That's a Hyundai? I don't think we have those in Europe. Oh, maybe we have it. Wait, I don't know the model exactly. This is 2025. Okay, very recently, April. So yeah, it just happened. A lot of cars on the square meter here. Bus station, pretty decent. I'm not sure exactly they call it as a bench, but I'm not calling that a bench. There's no way. Yeah, on the French side, not exactly the greatest. Oh, we have the rich people right here. Let's check them very quickly. How rich they are. Okay, very rich. Very rich indeed. That's a nice clean water right there. Let's check the beach. I think we saw 360. Yeah, right here. Looks nice. Even the boats got got a shot in this satellite views. So probably they move around there. See. So we have the proof. Yeah, pool right there on the beach. It's expensive, 100%. Everything looks expensive here except a few areas. Okay, this guy, not a word in the world. See. 360 a bit fucked up, but hey, at least we have the nice beach. Yeah, the French side not so bad. Dutch side feels a bit better put together, I would say. But both sides have look at this, they have a canal here. Both sides seems to do pretty decent for most of the population, I would say. But yeah, clearly some of the population, pretty significant part, I would say, not exactly that well. But everything that's closer to the coastline seems to do pretty well. Now here is not the worst that we saw much worse in other countries, but still, you know, comparing with what we have like a few kilometers down the road, it's a whole different picture. So yeah, I mean, this is a resort, I get it, but still looking like they have the best position, they have probably the best infrastructure to go there, best roads, all that stuff. So yeah, here look at this hill, how much land they can have to build another great houses here. So probably they're gonna do that in the next few decades. Yeah, this store doesn't look exactly great, but those houses, every single one of them, look at them, is just absolutely nice. And look at, they kind of fill all that mountain up with these houses, as they did with others like this one, see? And even here they have some free land to build some more. Ooh, this one is like a court here, like it's a port based pretty much. Let's check this one here on the front beach property line. We have someone waiting for a wave, probably. Yeah, these rocks here are just not exactly too nice to walk on that. So yeah, no beach, no, it's pretty dangerous here. Nah, not a big fan. So yeah, I think that's the Sint Maarten, I think they call Martin, yeah, Sint Maarten, and the other one is Saint Martin, I think, from the French side. I'm not sure exactly if I pronounce it right or not. Oh, we have even a small island here. Let's check this one for a second. Maybe it's nice. Oh, I see another one right there. Yeah, expensive, I can see here. Expensive to get here. Not expensive to stay there for a few moments, but to get there, judging by the boats, not gonna be cheap. But it looks nice. Yeah, a lot of boats, yeah, I think that was the video. I don't think we have to make it even longer than it has to be. Just half of the island Dutch side, the other half is gonna be on the French side. Looking pretty good, not for everybody, but pretty nice, pretty decent. A nice place there. Look at this, just bam, right there in the Dutch and French navigational route, I guess. Yeah, pretty close to them, I guess. We're probably gonna go there by the plane. So yeah, pretty good. Yeah, if you like those type of videos, check the other ones that I made, and see you next time.